Alrighty then. Hello everyone, been a little while since my last stream, but we are going to get back to it and finish up a whole whack of art that I've been working on. It's not going to keep people waiting, and I feel I've kept too many people waiting too long. So we are gonna dive back into finishing this wonderful character art here. I'm gonna redo this hand that's been plaguing me since the dawn of forever. And then we'll move on to other things. I'll be playing some thematic Final Fantasy XIV music this time. As we finish this darn thing off. I'm gonna have to turn my showcase thing into a slower turn speed on the pages there as it cycles through. It's a little faster than I'd like. Barely any time for people to see what I've been up to. But that's fine. So I was trying to reposition the hand a lot as I was working through this the drawing, and it was never working, so I'm just going to use the same hand position that they had, that the game had, and go from there. So we'll just put that one. This mouse out of my way so I can actually work. It's not showing through. Why is that? Oh, because I'm not on a color. That's why. Sketch it in here and see if we can't make this hand look the way it's supposed to look. I should send a message just so she knows what's going on here. I need to find... is Whisper. There. Be ready with my switch of music. Alrighty, let's go. One last message. Oh. There we go. Now let's settle in here. Notifications sent. People alerted. Now it's time to get the art done. Excuse me. Alright. Now I think this hand looks about right. Yeah. Maybe a little big, but I can always rein in the size of the fingers, make them longer versus fat. So such a fun part of the game where this music comes from the Nair Automata raids. One of my favorite parts of the game. Love it. Amazing music, sick raid, tons of fun. I went in there never playing Nair Automata, so I had no idea what to expect, and it just blew me away. It was so good. It was just absolute peak MMO. Loved it. Especially the first area of the raid. Because it had a lot of those crazy elements to it. It was really setting the tone of the zone and the raid and how weird it was and just how epic this soundtrack was when you're fighting a boss on it. It was so good. I need to go find where, what server Rudy ended up playing on, see if he's still, embarking on his free trial in the game. That's pretty cool. Pop over and see him in game. Be sick. I kind of reneged a bit. I think I explained this in my last stream, but, you know, that was like 2 weeks ago, so hard to, remember. But excuse me, I reneged a little bit on how I was painting the character, just because I was having so much trouble getting all the shading to work and the design to work, that I was kind of getting in my own way, just because it was a totally different way of painting characters than I was used to. Because I tried initially to do this art piece as a speed paint and failed spectacularly at doing that. So I just turned it into a actual just bit of art, like a full developed piece. And so but the big thing was just a stylistic issue. Let's do one more from I wish I could find... I have this massive playlist of stuff from the game, and I wish I could find the sound... the... I can't even talk right now. The song for the void, for when you go into the void in at the end of... Oops, don't do that. In the end of the Crystal Tower, that would be really... I think that would be really awesome. If I could find that, that'd be great. But... Alright. Because I like that song a lot. It's got this great violin kind of stringed instrument. I believe it's a violin part in it. It's really, really nice. Well, let's see. How is that starting to look with the rest of her? I think that'll be alright. Excuse me. Of course, we can always soften it as needed once we fill it in and get her going. So the big adjustment I'm going to be making in the future when I'm doing these so-called speed paintings is to start in black and white. I was explaining it to my my daughter last night. I don't have the experience working directly into color in as a painting, and so I found I was just like tripping over myself, getting in my own way kind of thing while I was trying to render the speed paint. And so the big issue there is my inexperience with using the color and everything and building the painting the proper way straight in there with color. And so next time I'm going to render it in black and white and then colorize the monochromatic painting, because that is much easier and will help me deal with it, because the trick with that is you get to focus completely on the values in your piece. It's a good way to make sure it's not too shallow and it's not too off, because like if I go up here and I go to her face, her face is really soft and it kind of worked out pretty well, but if I had done it in black and white, I could render that a little bit better. So, because it's just easier to know, to see the contrast, right? You don't get caught up in the differences with the color. Because once you have your values, then you can play around with the with how the color works, and bring them to life and add the proper color mixes you want, and play around with the lighting and all these other things. Because with how easy like how effective the blending modes are, there's really no reason not to do that. Not to approach it that way. So let's get rid of my tracings in favor of painting. All right, I should go through here. What's the next song in this? Out of the Labyrinth. I think that's a good one. Can't remember. It was like 400 hours or something. It's like 400 songs in this playlist. I don't know how many hours of music an entire 10-year-old MMO has. And I don't even think this playlist has any Endwalker stuff. So there's even more. I gotta update my playlist. I also gotta curate one too, so it's just the, you know, the more upbeat ones. Don't get as many of the other stuff. But yeah, might totally see that I'm talking about practicing for the a glamour contest that's coming up. It's actually next week, which is super cool. I'm excited for that. I'll be judging and participating in a Final Fantasy XIV glamour contest with the streamer Hey Josh. Been enjoying hanging out in his community and popping out on the rare occasion that I can. We don't really, our schedules don't really sync up, so I haven't been able to see him in game too often, unfortunately. But making an adjustment next week so I can participate in his glamour contest. So that'll be fun. Really looking forward to that. I made myself a nice nice Melania cosplay on my character for the occasion, so I'm excited to run that. So now I've offered to make art for the winner, so if somehow I manage to win, then I'm going to obviously give the art to the runner-up then. But I don't think I'll end up winning. It's a nice cosplay put together, but people do some pretty awesome stuff, so. The amount of time I spent on this hand when I should have just, you know, done that and fixed it is so frustrating. It's fine though. Why is it doing that? Hey. Cool. I'll take a look. Welcome in. Welcome in, Rose. Nice to see you. Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. Finishing up some art that I gave away to some people. This piece is of a character I offered to paint her character while I was at a nightclub in Final Fantasy XIV, which is pretty crazy and awesome that they have that. But it always blew me away, and I've gone a couple of times, and it's pretty cool because they get like actual DJs in these places, and so the music's always lit, and like people are just having fun, just hanging out with their characters and chatting, enjoying hanging out with the streamers. It's cool. It's like a really neat experience. So one of the guilds I'm in runs a bar, a club. Alright, so let's go here to Smudge Brush. Just smudge that in. Gotta try to adjust these, how I've got the colors going, because I'm trying to switch partway through a drawing from one to the other. One one approach to coloring to another. I really want to get it done properly, so I'm switching back to how I usually render my stuff, as you can see by my you see my hand? But yeah, by my art up there in my samples, in my showcase. So I want to get this done because I've got a few commissions I got to get moving on. Excuse me. Drink some of my water. It's a great character design. I really like how it all came together. this was an error here. Actually, it's not an error. Never mind. I just have to add some hair coming down here in the front. So it's not an error. I just need to add a bit of her hair coming down. Let's do it here. Yeah. What song's next? Mobius. This one. That go. It's good to be back. My streaming time is getting interrupted because of my other job where I keep the bees. So we had a nice delivery of our bees last week and some this week, at the start of this week. So they're all in their hives, growing away, doing what they got to do, and I'm cleaning up the boxes of the hives, the brood boxes we call them, because that's where the bees live. So I've spent my time scraping that out and clearing out the dead outs, so the ones that didn't make it, and getting the equipment ready to for when we expand the colonies and build fresh ones. Because we can take the larvae and the eggs from the stronger colonies. We can create what's called a split, and that lets us get 2 colonies for the season out of 1. So pretty vital process for us, as hard to keep these little buggers alive sometimes. Lots of issues with mites in the region I'm in Ontario. So, we tried a different treatment last year. It doesn't look like it did much of anything. So, we'll have to see what we can do as it stands right now. Just do what we can. It's a beautiful piece. I should really learn how to play it. That would be pretty cool. Just come on in playing my own little music. I don't think that's dark enough for her hair. We'll see. All right. What's the next one? Beyond Redemption. What's this one? Here's a fun one. Oops. Alright, so I want to move her middle part here over. Actually, no, I can keep that there, but I want to move this over more. I'll get to that soon. Hey, you betcha. Practicing right now. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that I rush back and I get my kids early, because you start at 5, right? That's when you're kicking off? 5 p.m.? You're gonna get a 3 a.m. message, 3 me and Rise. Yeah. For sure. Congrats on that G Fuel thing though, man. That's crazy. You're killing it. Make sure everything's gonna be I don't know what that means, copacetic. But yeah, the start time though, that's 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m. Eastern, right? That's what you're planning to kick it off? Still over the moon about it. Your 20s would be very proud of you. Started drinking juice. Fullback 2012. Loved it ever since. Nice. Well, that's pretty crazy. Like, to get, like, a sponsored affiliate. Like, I don't know what the scope of what their affiliate program stuff does, but still, the fact that you're, like, you know, a brand representative for a beverage, and you've been streaming, like, a month, right? That's pretty sick. But it does go to show that you're really carrying a lot of momentum through your community. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I put the zipper the wrong way. How did that happen? Don't really know what they require, but they reached out, and so you signed on. Got it. That's sick. Had a lot to do with the Facebook post, probably. Yeah, could be. if you primarily got that from, which kind of sucks because it's literally just a photo of you and your character. That'd be hilarious if that's what got it. Like how awesome would that be? It's like, oh yeah, you know, I happen to look like my character. Hey, work with our brand, you know? It's like that's so cool. That's about almost 100 members, which has really boosted the streams. That's really kind of crazy, just to think about that. It really goes to show that one thing that I know I struggled with when I first started doing the streaming thing was I didn't really have anything like a place for people to land. So like if people got interested in the stream, I didn't have like I don't have something outside of the stream, like especially early on. I didn't have anything for anyone to land and just kind of like dwell and chat about what I was doing, right? Now I've finally got my socials up, so I've got Instagram and I've got my Facebook, which has more of my art up, but it was like, you know, whereas you have that landing space, so anyone that gets interested in what you're doing and wanting to hang out, you immediately have a place where they can linger and always be aware of what you're doing. So that's a really good strategy. You spent 3 months before establishing yourself, working on the system. Yeah, that's how you do it. I've been so focused on trying to like physically create the art that the community side of things has been an afterthought, because I just needed so much content. Well, it takes a long time, I can tell you that much. So yeah, I gotta keep an eye on how you're managing your community, and I gotta learn. Yeah, I can't either. So I've asked a couple times, but I didn't hear an answer from you. It's at 5 p.m. that it starts when you want to go. It's gonna be tight for me to be there if that's the start, but I can make it. Because you usually start streaming at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, right? Okay, yeah. It'll be a little tight. I gotta pick my kids up and get them fed before I can come in, but I should have no problem being there for 5. I've set aside the time. It's I'm excited. Eager to get that going. Yeah, that makes sense. 7 usually. Oh. That's right. Jeez, what am I talking about? I should know that. Yeah, I'll keep the hair a little lighter than the clothes. So. Yeah, I'm excited. I really want to have more Final Fantasy characters in my portfolio and that I've made for people. So, because I'm really trying to make a push this summer in between the beekeeping to get commissions and really monetize the art. So I'm excited to see who's gonna win and get making that art for them. I was tempted to make a poster for your G Fuel thing for you, but like I don't know. I didn't want to be presumptuous and throw that in there if it was like, well, you don't know what the brand wants from you. Because that's a pretty big deal, and it'd be cool to celebrate that for you. My initial reactions is with G Fuel and all that, it's like, oh, you know, this hits the spot, right? But it's like, that's, I can't avoid puns like that, you know, it's funny. But all the sharper. Where's my line art? Are you just judging, or is your character? Are you having your character? Are you participating as well? Just judging will be participating in the contest. Everyone will get 3 votes, including participants, and they can vote for themselves. Yeah. To determine the top 3. Cool. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited. It's been a while since I was like really getting like in-depth involved in a Final Fantasy community, so I kind of miss that. It'd be pretty fun. Get back into that sort of stuff. One of your messages got blocked by Automod? That's so funny. I have no idea what Automod is blocking. I am such just clinging, such a noob with this stuff. This is a bare bones streaming situation where I don't know how anything works. Oh, this song. Sweet. I'll have to check if it's being too annoying. I'll have to take a look at what it's doing and maybe fix it somehow. Conquest. Do 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 do. Don't know how long you've been streaming, but we like to get more eyes. We like to get more eyes on my work. Well, thank you. I started streaming end of November. It's hard to tell because at first I didn't have YouTube set up. I had to like sync it up or something. I didn't figure out that, so my oldest streams aged out. Yeah, not very long at all. No, just back in November, just a couple months. And so a lot of my older streams aged out. I had a really great stream over around New Year's where I was trying to do a Starlight celebration stream. So I was drawing my characters, enjoying the holidays and stuff. That was really good because the VOD got a lot of views. I had like 85 views on it, on that video before it aged off Twitch. I think I still have it up on YouTube, but I gotta organize my YouTube better. So like have my current YouTube channel that I'm streaming to be like, you know, Martinique VODs, and then have like another channel where I specifically put stuff. Because I know I'd like to do some playthroughs. I'd love to do 100% completion kind of playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV on stream. That would be so much fun. Because I love Final Fantasy, so it'd be great to play it again, but for now I have way too much art to do. I can't spend time playing the games as much as I'd like to. And on my end, I think like getting people interested in seeing a playthrough of my characters in the game, I think I need to get my comic for that. Headcanon is, oh, of course I mentioned it and Alara shows up on the screen. I think I need to get that going off the ground first, do a few sequences of that to really, you know, put myself in that Final Fantasy XIV artistic space, you know? High stand, easy down. The music in this game is just so damn good. Endless garden away. What's going on here? Why is it so different? Oh, there we go. I just had the wrong color. Actually, I want to save that color. I don't know if I said it, but I really appreciate what you said, that you wanted to get more eyes in my work. That's I really appreciate that. That's I'm glad you like what I do. It really lets me know I'm on the right track. Because since I retired, I've been really trying to get my art better and better, and so the fact that I'm getting such positive feedback is really reassuring and good to see, letting me know that yeah, this is where I should be, this is what I should be doing. So I really appreciate that, the kind words. Oh, and on the whole stream front with yeah, I think, well, you're definitely going places and taking the place by storm, so congrats. One thing that was cool, one of my because I hover around the 3 to 5 kind of viewers on average, kind of thing. So in your totals, when it's like, oh, you're 3/4 of the way to affiliate, this, that, and the other thing, it was cool getting more involved with Final Fantasy XIV, because like one of the streams that helped put me over the. Ted, you've been doing it for 7 years, and you took a 3-year break, so yeah. Well, you definitely know what you're doing, so it shows. But like going and doing this like nightclub stream where this person won the raffle and I did the art for them. I had enough viewers in there that it put me over that 3 simultaneous viewers in 4 streams threshold. So that was one of the streams that finally counted, because the metrics have been kind of weird in terms of how Twitch has been counting it. Yeah, so I just have to do that a couple more times. So I'm sure that with all the hullabaloo and everything going on with the glamour contest, I'm confident that that's gonna help. Yeah. For sure. I'm sure the glamour contest will help out. And of course, as I finish these pieces off, this one, the Jinx tattoo that I was working on, as I get those done and I have more and more art to throw up on the other platforms, I think it's gonna help. And so I don't think we need the sad. Let's not do the sad stuff here. What's Fury? What's Fury again? Oh, that's a fun one. Angry goblins. Yeah, the discoverability on Twitch is certainly not its best, but not its best feature. But the fact that like it's so social, as well as just being like, oh, you watch a game or whatever, but that it's so social is really cool. And great for creators. So I need kind of a steel. So I'm excited about that, because it's just kind of started as, let's find a way of maybe building a fan base and monetizing the process kind of thing. So we'll see where that goes. But so far it's been really fun. That more than anything, actually, streaming has just been fun. Like, I have to get this art done anyway, so I'm just sitting in my room drawing while my kids are at school, and it's like, well, now I got people to chat with, so it's way more fun than just sitting here staring at the wall myself. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. As another side benefit with the whole, you know, everyone being around about AI art and everything, I never have to worry about being ever accused of using AI because, you know, people can literally watch me make the art in real time. So I will never be accused of being a scammer. My art style is pretty different than the typical AI generated stuff anyway, so I shouldn't have any issues with that, but that's been a neat side benefit. It's like, oh yeah, you know, here's what I do. What I need to do is figure out my, I downloaded a video editing program and I haven't started using it yet, but because I need to take my time lapses and add music to them. And there's a whole bunch of Final Fantasy paintings, like drawings and stuff from 14 that I want to do, and put the music behind them. Like, I'd like to do a series of the summons, and that would be fun. Sorry, the summons, the primals. So, you know, do like Garuda, Titan, do all the ARR ones first that people remember. So, I think that would be cool. And then just pop some music behind it. Ancient Shackles. Grounded. What one's Grounded? Oh, okay, that's a good one. Do 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 do. So you already got your next event planned for when you finish off this glamour contest, or you're not thinking, or you haven't thought that far ahead yet? You're just getting everything ready for that, for the glam. Alright, I want to redraw. Let's do this. So I want... that come that way and then drop. That's gonna give a better impression of her figure underneath the sweater. The funny thing about doing so much with Final Fantasy XIV recently is it just makes me really want to play it. Like, a lot. I don't have any time. Like, I'd love to be able to do the, get into, like, what you're doing, getting into the extreme trials and stuff. I've never done the hard modes. So someday that would be cool to get into, but no, not right now. Too much art to do. Since the day that I started working on this piece, I haven't caught the person I'm supposed to give this to online much at all. So ultimately, I'm not sure how I'm going to get the piece to her. We'll see. We'll figure something out. Maybe I can, like, send them a letter in-game or something. Been really crazy, too, about the Discord. You've invited so many people, and they don't just accept the invite link, they accept the invite, and then they get involved. Oh yeah, they don't just accept the invite, they dive right in. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty cool. It's like, well, I guess people are just eager to hang out these days, I think. And you're really giving people a good avenue to do that, you know? Like, I'm glad I decided, you know, like, there's this girl who you met just today, total noob in Final Fantasies, already getting into the mount farming and talking about how she used to play World of Warcraft, how much kinder the community is around here, stuff like that. She's literally been here a day and made like 20 posts. That's awesome. Well, I'm really glad that I decided to jump in when I saw that you were doing that glamour contest, and I was like, you know what? I need to get involved with some people that play this game. And so I'm really glad that I reached out to you with my offer to make the to give the prize to your first place winner there. So I'm excited for it. I'm glad to have joined up and dove in myself, you know? Really looking forward to it. 20 posts like in the hour. That's awesome. Well, in MMOs especially, I find the MMOs these days, there's very much, like, in the game, it's kind of hard to get that sense of community. Like, everyone wants to... It's not like back in the day when, with the guilds, and it was, like, such a huge thing even in the game, right? It seems like people are more scattered these days, if that makes sense. Just my general feeling on it. How does that look now? Oh yeah, I do like that. Let's see if I move this over. Yeah, I like it. I like it moved over. All right. Alrighty. But that's great. It shows, you know, you need people like that too, right? Because they help play off your momentum, right? So the enthusiasm you're putting in there, they kind of reflect it back, and then everyone ends up having more fun. So that's pretty cool. And I like seeing 14 live up to its reputation in terms of its community. It's always good to hear that. Because there's been times when, you know, people get down on it, or they haven't been all that, or the community hasn't been all that welcoming of people in certain circumstances. But it's good to see that it's living up to its reputation and just being the fun place that keeps us coming back, you know? Yeah, don't be surprised if one of these days I send you some messages and try to pick your brain about how to set up a Discord. Because that's something I'll definitely need to figure out before too much longer. One thing I gotta figure out is there a way in Twitch to link kind of like your subscriber base into things like your Discord? So that, like, let's say you have someone who's subscribed to you on Twitch, can you give them like certain accesses in your Discord? Like, can it be synced up that particularly? Because like when you're especially with art, you find yourself often trying to think up, okay, well, what are cool things I can do for people? That would be really cool, yeah. Because like in art especially, like, it would be cool to give like privileged access to certain people that are supporting, like they get to, like, they can see comics coming out earlier or different things like that. That's often what people do on Patreon. And I think it would be like, I know I subscribe to a few different streamers on Patreon and things like that, but it never carries over into the stuff on Twitch. So you have very individualized, personalized experiences scattered across different platforms, rather than it all being able to be fed back into one central, you know, membership hub. So I think it'd be cool if it could all just be synchronized across the different platforms, but I guess that isn't exactly... That's probably not in the best interest of the different platform, but, you know, because they want you on the platform, not just going elsewhere, right? Actually, how low down does her zipper go here? That's not a sentence I was expecting to say. You have a VIP role, just like, hey, you're better than everyone else in the Discord, but yeah, it's not tied to anything related to Twitch. I mean, because, like, at the early stages, it's pretty simple to kind of manually do something like that, but could you imagine if you end up with, like, when you're at the point where you're getting, like, 1,000 subs a month or something, and you're just like, oh god, how do I give all these guys VIP in the Discord, right? That would be crazy. But I'll have to take a look at other streamers and see what they do and stuff like that eventually. Oop. That's not what I want to do there. Oop. That's not what I want. Ah! Stop it! Oh my god. Forget what layer I'm on. I miss Shadowbringers. Do you ever have that where you're just like, you sit fondly back to your favorite expansion and you're just like, oh man, I wish I was still playing there? Alright, broski, you gotta take a shower, get back to work. You betcha. I'll definitely keep my eye out for the three-way. For the three-way message later today. You got it. You got it. I'm excited for this collaboration. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lots of fun. I'm excited to see who's gonna win and what kind of character I'm gonna get to draw. That's the best part, is everyone's characters look so different. Oh yeah. Okay, let's try going all the way. How's that? Actually, let's do a little close in, so you see more of the detail work. There we go. I really like how the mouth turned out. That's something that I usually struggle with, but the lips work pretty good. But yeah, definitely toss it around in your promotions. Thanks, man. And this is what I'm gonna do for the winner. So whoever wins, they're gonna get something like this. Whatever glam they want, anywhere in Eorza they want, doing whatever they like. Obviously within the bounds of the PG-13 realm that we are all doing. I'm excited to see who I get. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I don't do racy art anyway, so it was a conscious choice I made. Peace out. Whoever you get, any one of them will have an incredible glamour. I'm blown away by some of their casual wear. Like that alone is going to come up with. Yeah. Already have the area thought out for the next one. Sick. That's it. You build momentum and you crush it. It's cool. Lots of fun. I'm excited. By the way, if I could give any advice on why this one's went so well, I think it largely had to do with each stream being extremely intentional instead of it just being like, I'm gonna play this game. It's more like, I'm gonna go do this and this and this. Yeah, that makes sense. It really, like making an event as opposed to just streaming. Yeah, I think you're bang on. I think you're absolutely right. It intrinsically has its own hook, right? So rather than, oh, ho-hum, he's playing a game. We all play the game. What's he doing? Well, I'm wiping, floor tanking these trials, It's a very good, I think you're spot on. That being said, that's a lot easier to do when you start to develop a community. Of course. Yeah, you did it in the right order. Definitely speaking into the void, which you did for many, many years before. Yeah, for sure. That's actually one of the things that's really kind of nice about art, is that even if I don't have anyone here, I can just explain what I'm doing and kind of make it sort of add a bit of that educational aspect to it. So people, if they just casually come in, they're like, oh, hey, that's what's going on. That's what he's doing. And people kind of enjoy that stuff, so. Yeah. No, it's a really good observation and a good tip for up-and-coming streamers like myself. So. No, I'm watching what people are doing in the space with some pretty market interest. So like for you, it'd be a combination kind of like what you have. So for me, it's Final Fantasy 14 and community. You could have both the Final Fantasy community, the art community behind you. The art's in a weird place right now, I feel like. Yeah, it kind of is. And it's interesting because art, one cool thing that MMOs have, like Final Fantasy has for you, is that it's so interactive, right? Like all of your community can literally just go in and do the thing with you, right? Whereas art, you don't have that, right? Like I can't have if I have a whole bunch of people that like Final Fantasy 14, it's way harder for me to get all my viewers actively engaged in what I'm doing, right? So I've got a few ideas for that. That's why I want to keep practicing my speed painting. Because if I can put together quick sketches that look kind of cool in like 15 to 20 minutes, then in my viewers I can do like raffles and stuff. We could do like, I'll draw a watermelon, submit it to the submission Discord channel, you know? Yeah, exactly. So there's gonna be all sorts of different ways that I can build that interaction, so. And mine will be the worst one. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting when I start trying to apply that kind of stuff. So right now I'm focusing on this kind of outreach here to get some attention in this space, but I want to have enough stuff to show so that I can start doing freelance work. I've done a few commission pieces, but I think that's the thing that makes Twitch intrinsically different than, say, YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, exactly. The experience is totally different, and it's really well set up for it, like the chat experience and the ease of connecting it with things. But yeah. Thank you. I will. Yeah. Ugh. My kids have a late day, so I get a lot of stream time. do. What has it got in its nasty little pockets? This song is also great. I love the song, the music from this game. It's so good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 bum. Just coloring the zippers. So many. That's my love-hate relationship with Final Fantasy XIV, doing Final Fantasy XIV art. Super fun characters, really interesting, but oh, the details. Do, 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 do. Oh, good, only 146. Plenty of time. Bum-ba-da-dum. Oh yeah, this is looking way better. It's coming along, nice like. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Do 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 do. Let's play that one again. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Do 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 do. Artifact of my lines here. Get rid of them. Oh, sorry everyone. Oh. Stretch the arm out a little bit. Side effect of all the beekeeping. My muscles are tired. That's cool. I got this little massage gun I can use. I should just bring that up here and just use it while I'm streaming, actually. If I need a break, just hammer away at that spot. That would actually be a good idea. Yeah, why don't I do that? That would make a lot of sense, actually. Do 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 do. Simplify the colors on here before we add the tarnishing and the more realism later. Add that stuff in with multiply. Oh, let's go back to this hand. Oh, it's the same kind of ring. Oh, it's got the same ring on both fingers. That's cool. That's helpful. Very helpful. I feel much better about this art piece now that I'm going back and doing it and coloring it the way that I'm used to. Yeah. It was a worthy experiment, but I'm glad that I'm glad I decided to just, alright, we're just gonna get her done the way I'm used to getting things done. Oh, her hand here has some scales on it as well. Hey, Trix. Long time no see. I've been away a little bit. Welcome in. Good to see you. How you been? Been plotting. Uh-oh. What have you been plotting? I like the ominousness. That face is working out well. I've been working a lot with the bees, so was away getting them ready. Oh, my arms so sore. lots of, oh shoot, wrong layer. Oh, that's on the wrong, hate that I did that. That's kind of annoying. Wrong layer. So what have you been plotting, Tricks? You having a good day today? Since trying to show me the hairstyles with 14, you got inspired to make your own game. Sick! Like your own game? That's awesome. I love that that's just a thing that we can do. Like, what a time to be alive, right? It's like, you know what would be cool? I'm just gonna make my own game. That's sick. Tell me about it. It's quite the plot. To make your own game. So you're plotting slowly, hopefully over the year, to gather some people who want to make a prototype. Yeah. Do you have a particular genre in mind? What's this one? Nah. What about this one? Nah. What about this one? Open world, you know that. Cool. So you're thinking like... Well, open world could be really anything, right? So that's great. That's very ambitious too, to do open world. That's sick. That's exciting. Love hearing about people wanting to try all sorts of cool things. Very ambitious. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, of course. That's excellent. And that's all we can do, but finding something that's obscenely challenging and trying your best to do it is so incredibly rewarding. Ton of fun. I mean, heck, that's why I'm here right now. Trying to make a go of it as a professional artist and find ways to get going at that, so that's exciting. Do you have any do you have much cooked up yet in terms of your ideas? Or are you still at the very nascent stages? Well, this piece is coming along nicely. Making progress, making progress. I was hoping I could finish this stream, so hopefully we can at least get the character done. I want to add the background, but that'll take a little while after, so.
My brave little spark, how long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh, I have waited patiently all this time, past every fate.
Do you have like a setting in mind? Like, do you have like a kind of like a world that you've been whittling away at? Now you're like, you know what? It's time to pop it in a game. Or are we still very much in the beginning of your plot? That's exciting. So cool. People can just do these awesome things. Do you know any programming languages yourself? Like, is this something you could build yourself, do the main coding for and everything? Or are you hoping to do kind of the design and have other people build it? Making games. That's a pretty cool idea. That'd be something I'd love to be able to do. That would be cool. But not in the cards for me. So, I'll just satisfy myself with comic books. Let's do... Oh, this one. Yeah. You know what? We'll make this just all solid white here. Let's make it bigger so the design comes through more. Yeah, there we go. So you're making a game, you want an open world. Do you know anything else? Almost time for me here to move along from redoing the flats here to redoing the shading. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll do the background before I move on to the full shading. I think that might be good. Create a more complete looking, more complete looking piece. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Emerald Labyrinth, Sunset, Holy Consult, Ultima, Unmatching Pieces. What's that? Oh, that's a nice one. I love that little trill in there. Do 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 do. So much good music in this game. I want to learn how to play all of it. That'd be great. back to my piano, pick up that guitar again. That'd be great. Never enough time. Never enough time in the world. But, you know, you do what you can. I see part of the problem of why the jacket is not looking correctly. So I put that part too low. That looks better already. There we go. Do 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 do. Let's take you a little more closer. I'm gonna rotate you slightly. Zipper out here. I am really looking forward to that glamour contest. It's gonna be fun. Alrighty. Looking forward to getting this piece done too. Taking way longer than it should have. Actually, I think I should make that even higher. How does it? Yeah, it should match there. So that should go up more. Yes, that has to go up even more. It's not where it should be. We'll put it there, and then we'll fix this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know how I messed that up. Didn't match the location of it at all. Got it crazy. Just these lines to make it look like the jacket is nice and gappy. That's curving around, all right. Oh, it's got a thing on it. That's neat. I never noticed that before. Side effect of the whole speed painting process, I'm sure. I'm glad we're not doing that anymore. Well, on this piece, I know. Too big for the stitching. More stitches! Like your snitches. Serving the light. What is this song? Eh. Oh, okay, yeah. Always like that part. The wah 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 wah. The trumpets there, it's so fun. And the brass do that sort of thing. Fun part of the song. Part of a boss fight though, so why is it so soft? It's interesting. Maybe it's not as much. Maybe I've got it wrong and it's not the full part of the boss fight there. I was quite sure it was. This is Shinryu, I think. Dun, 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 dun. That's one thing if that's one thing I should get into, that's learning how to sing. That would be so good. Oh, so many hours, only so many hours in the day. Instead, I shall continue to perfect my artistic craft. do 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 do. Here it is. Wow, 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 wow. It's so fun. What's next? A Man Consumed. What song is this? What is that from? I don't recognize this song at all. That's saying something. $2.30. Going well. Keep on trucking along. Yeah, I definitely should make sure I stick to my usual methods. Oops. Oops. This just flows better this way. Wow. Alrighty, so we're going to put our flats down, then we're going to go back to our multiply layers, just like I was saying about before the last stream I was working on this. We're going to use 2 multiply layers to do both the deep shadow and also kind of colorize the shadows a little bit. And that should turn out looking pretty nice, all things considered. Shouldn't take us too long to add some simple rendering to Lana here. I believe Lana was her character's name. Doodle-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doodle-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's looking okay. That's funny. All right. Do we have the base? I think we do. Oh, we just have to do the feet now. Base colors on the feet, and then I think we've got all the base colors done. And all the rendering done, and the drawing in place. Almost got all the base layer done. Then it's going to be so rewarding to just go and slap on them that multiply layer. All right, look at us go. All right, so let's try with some soft to begin. Let's see. You know what? Should just be bigger. I don't usually render this way, but we'll see where it leads us, though. Well, welcome in there, Lavita. To see you over there on Kick. Yeah, I've been chatting too much right now, just really focusing on getting this rendering going well. I don't usually render straight with a soft brush, so it's a kind of a different feel for me, but it's going all right, I think. Let's try the smudge. So that can help define what we're going for. Highlight here because we don't want to mess up our rendering on the other part. No, that's not the one I want. Nope. Not the one I want. Nope. Where is it? Oh, this is a good one. Oh yeah, I like using the multiply layers. It's really helpful. Now this light is bluish. Yes. That's weird. Usually, yeah, it goes like that. For whatever reason, it just isn't lightening it very well. Kinda odd. Set display. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting the tail. I keep forgetting her tail. Just crazy. I always forget the tails on my auras. I don't know why. It's a thing. We'll add that next time. For now, we'll leave it at that. Some pretty decent progress. Feel. I want those whites pearly. It's going nicely. Oh, wow. Cool. Alrighty. Well, everyone, thanks for stopping by. That'll be where we're at for now. I'll be streaming again in the evening and continuing my work. I think we'll move on to the background and get that piece going. So yeah, thanks everyone that stopped by the stream. I update my my Instagram, my Facebook, and X accounts all with art when I finish it. So this character will get up there as well. Trying to do more portfolio pieces, get more commissions, and keep making art that everyone can enjoy. And get some comic pages done too. It's just so busy. But until next time, which will be this evening. So